Now we finished machining the deep trench. Now the machine has taken off about a metre of modern material across the entire trench. So down to this first step was all modern machining. Now we've also taken out a little bit more in places where there were some large foundation trenches, again of 19th and 20th century date. So they've been machined out as well, and that's why we stepped down again into our second metre in places, and as we carry on hand digging we'll go deeper and step in every metre, so the trench will get narrower as we get deeper. Now in places we're starting to excavate deposits by hand. So over here we've got a sequence of what appear to be medieval backyard deposits, and they'll be at least about a metre thick probably. And over here we've found earlier surfaces of the street, the 19th century street Haver Lane. At that level, lower down there was an earlier cobble surface which is probably a post-medieval street, and now we appear to be down to an earlier surface which may well be a medieval version of that street with a ditch just to one side.
Well, this is been an interesting little area to be working in. We've got a possible medieval version of Haver Lane here. You can see quite a nice sandy layer which has the remnants of the bit of trample and cobble on top of that. To the side of that here we found a darker, more organic deposit which appears to either be perhaps a little gully at the side of the street where wastewater's been draining away and possibly have had a bit of dumping of domestic refuse and certain general domestic materials, or potentially the road was built to be a little higher than the surrounding grounds. This may just be a lower patch of ground which is then silted up as the road's been in use during the medieval period. So onwards and downwards, and we'll hopefully find out soon.
So the 22nd of July, deep trench on Hungate H2. Hopefully we've finished with all of the 19th century intrusions into the archaeology now. Unfortunately, we found that there was probably a sewer trench has been dug underneath the 19th century Haver Lane, which has removed most of the street surfaces underneath the 19th century version of that road. But there is some archaeology surviving here, and we will be excavating that over the next few weeks. All that we've got left in this trench are deposits no later than about 1600, and we're in the middle in particular at the moment of working through this whole sequence of dump deposits in the middle of the trench, probably of medieval date, and they appear to be probably dumps in the backyards of buildings fronting onto Hungate. So it's important that we do understand this sequence and get any evidence of property boundaries in this area as well.
Right, so where we are at this moment in time is we're in the beginning stages of taking a plan of this large-scale dumping deposit you can see running around here. This is a very mixed, dark deposit full of wheelbarrow after wheelbarrow of domestic waste and materials being excavated from activities elsewhere on the site, and hopefully that's going to reveal lots of earlier features. You can see things just starting to appear, like there's a very burnt fill here within a cut, and that's chopped by another cut running down here. So taking off this dump of material should illuminate more into the actual activities going on in these yards rather than just the levelling up for later activity, or so we hope.